Hello and welcome back. In the last class, we saw how secondary research is conducted and the factors that affect the accuracy of market research data. Now it's time for presentation of market research results. After collecting the data, you have to present the data to the business. How do we do that? Okay. Tables. This is one way. You can present the data in the form of tables. Like an example is watching football. The age group is given here and answers are in yes or no, and how many answered yes, how many answered no. This is a table. This is one way of presenting the data. And in a table, you can present large amount of data and can be grouped and presented clearly. That's an advantage of using table. It's easier to extract numerical data. That's another advantage. However, there is no visual impact, and too much data leads to difficulty to understand. These are the two disadvantages of using table. The next way of presenting a data is using bar charts. This is a typical bar chart. Data is shown in the form of bars or columns drawn horizontally or vertically. Height of the bar shows the size of the data. Numerical values can be obtained. That's an advantage. The importance of each piece of data can be seen. Another advantage. When data values are very similar, it is difficult to compare those parts. That's a disadvantage of using bar charts. Pie chart. Drawn in a circle. Each part of the data is shown as a slice, showing the relative importance of each part of the data. So that's an advantage. The relative importance of each part of the data can be presented using a pie chart. It's easier to understand for people who dislike numerical data. If there are too many slices, it is difficult to understand the relative importance. That's a disadvantage of using a pie chart. Pictograms. As the name suggests, these are pictures. You present the data in the form of pictures. Look at that. Uses pictures or symbols to represent the data. Each picture or symbol has a numerical value. The advantage is that it helps people who are less numerate to understand the data. If you are not good with numbers, then this is a better way of understanding or presenting our data for people to understand. Difficult to show exact quantities. When quantities are too large, it's difficult to show the exact quantities. Next is a line graph. I'm sure you might have learned line graph and bar charts and pie charts in your maths classes. You have to anyway practice though. Line graph shows the relationship between two variables. Useful to clearly show trends. So this is usually used to show trends or changes over a period of time. That's another advantage, or that is one of the advantages. The second advantage is values can be read from both axes. That is the y-axis and x-axis. It's difficult to draw. That's a disadvantage. Accuracy depends upon the choice of appropriate scales for both axes. That's the end of this lesson, market research. So we have learned the two methods of research. That is, we have learned what research means, what a primary research is, what a secondary research is, what are the methods of primary research, what are the methods of secondary research, the advantages and disadvantages of both primary research and method and secondary research, and how the accuracy of uh, you know data is affected, um, and then in the last part we learned how to present the data that was collected from the research. And that's the end of this topic, market research. We will meet up again with a new topic soon. Till then, goodbye.